Hello, this is Opinion Radar, and if you're a woman who's ever stood in front of the mirror holding up a swimsuit, sighed deeply, and walked away muttering, "Not this year," then honey, I've been there. Today we're talking about something that caught my eye and heart recently. The Edelqual women's Tankini Swimsuit, priced at a very kind $29. Now, as someone who values modesty, comfort, and a little grace under pressure, especially around grandkids or church picnic photo ops, I'm always on the hunt for swimwear that doesn't sacrifice style for coverage. This Tankini promised just that. Elegant lines, age-appropriate yet modern, and designed with real women in mind. It comes in a range of thoughtful colors, has a flattering silhouette, and is made for movement without the mishaps. So, I slipped it on not knowing quite what to expect, but just hoping it might be the one that finally makes me look and feel like I belong poolside. Let's see if it delivers. Let me tell you, after years of avoiding swimsuits like the plague, especially after having kids and going through menopause, finding something that makes me feel confident again is nothing short of a miracle. This Edelqual Tankini, it's a game changer. I'm not a tiny woman, I carry my weight in my midsection and chest, but this piece flatters every curve without squeezing me like a sausage. The high-waisted bottom gives gentle tummy control, and while it won't magically erase your fupa, it smooths things out in such a forgiving way. And the top? Oh, honey, it lifts and shapes beautifully. It's padded just enough, no nip slips when the water gets chilly, and I love that it's strapless but still stays put. I wore it at the indoor water park with my grandkids, and I didn't have to tug or adjust once. I actually caught myself looking in the mirror and thinking, not bad for a 60-year-old. That's how good it made me feel. One of the things I appreciate most is the coverage. Now, I don't mind showing a little skin, but I do mind burning, especially on my shoulders and back, which used to get roasted every summer. This Tankini gives excellent protection, and the little flutter sleeves hide my bingo wings without making me swelter. The length is perfect, too. It covers my bottom completely, so I don't have to worry about sitting on a lounge chair and flashing half the beach. And the fabric? Thick, durable, and surprisingly soft. It doesn't cling in unflattering ways or become sheer when wet, which is something I've dealt with too many times before. I also love how versatile it is. You could honestly wear the top as a cute summer tunic with capris, or shorts if you wanted. It dries quickly, too, which I appreciate when I'm hopping in and out of the pool. Now, let's talk color and style, because this isn't just functional, it's genuinely cute. I got the sage green, and it's such a flattering, fresh shade. It brightens my complexion without being too flashy, and it matches almost every beach cover-up I own. The flowy front gives it a dressy look, like you're not just in a swimsuit, but in an adorable sundress. It's modest, but not matronly, if you catch my meaning. I wore it on vacation with my daughter while she was pregnant, and even she said it looked great on her bump. Roomy in the waist, but still supportive up top. That's a win in my book. And the fact that the bottom is a separate piece? Blessings. I can mix and match if I want, or replace just one part if it wears out. But I'll be honest, nothing's perfect. While the support in the chest is great for most, I can see how it might feel too tight for some, especially if you're on the taller side, or prefer a looser fit. One day I raised my arms to reach for a shelf in my pool bag, and let's just say my girls nearly kissed my chin. I had to adjust immediately. And while the top's hemline is lovely when you're standing still, it does float up a bit when you're swimming or moving fast in the water. So if you're doing laps or playing water volleyball, it might not be your best bet. Also, after a full day of wear, I noticed the bottom edge started to fray slightly. Now, I've got a sewing machine and fix it in minutes, but if you don't sew, that might be annoying. A little unfinished detail on an otherwise well-made suit. Still, at under $30, I bought a second one in a different color. That's how much I love it. For beach walks, pool lounging, family photos, or just splashing around with grandbabies, This Tankini gives comfort, confidence, and a little bit of style. It's not trying to be high fashion, but it makes you feel put together when most swimwear makes you want to hide. I've recommended it to my sister and two friends already, ladies in their 50s and 60s who, like me, just want to enjoy the water without feeling self conscious. If you're curvy, busty, or carrying a little extra around the middle, or even if you're expecting, this suit is worth a try. Just be careful with sizing. I'd suggest going up if you're between sizes, because it does run a bit small. But once it's on, you'll feel like a beach goddess, cocktail and all. Well, darlings, if this Tankini can make this old gal feel like she's strutting on a Caribbean getaway instead of chasing grandkids by the splash pad, it's worth sharing. So go ahead, give that like button a little love, and subscribe for more gems that keep us looking and feeling fabulous at any age. Stay chic and keep swimming in confidence.